Today, the Video Game Awards officially announced all their nomination for the games that are going to be up for awards this year. And it pretty much kind of went as expected, with maybe a couple of glaring omissions, and I can understand the frustration with fans when it comes to these omissions. How does a Game Awards show omit the game that was highest rated this entire year? I understand that it's a racing game, but I also don't understand how something can be ignored, how you can exclude it. And I've gone on record in the past, even with Forza Horizon 3, saying that game should have been up for Game of the Year that year. It was a 90 plus rated game. I understand that racing games are looked at as a little bit of niche games these days, but they shouldn't be. Especially when it comes to more of an arcade racing game. I mean, look at how many copies the Mario Kart series has sold. I think the latest Mario Kart game has sold, 20-30 million copies? Forza Horizon 5 has proven that people will flock to an accessible racing game. Already almost 10 million people playing that game. So I'm going to talk about it. It's going to be an interesting topic. Hey there everyone, I'm the Crapgamer, and this of course is Crapgamer Reviews, your home for gaming news, opinions, reviews, and much more. You'll probably notice a few changes around here, and hopefully that doesn't stop you from giving us a like, and possibly consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some of your free time with me and my silly YouTube channel. It really does mean a lot. Now, you might be wondering, well, why is he hyping up Forza Horizon? Didn't he bash Forza Horizon 5? No, that would be kind of an ignorant thing to say. For me personally, I looked at Forza Horizon 5 as a game that I was going to get. I even said I was going to pre-order it over a month in advance. People mistook what I was talking about in terms of seeing some kind of significant downgrade with a huge downgrade, right? I never said it was hugely downgraded. I said from what we saw originally, it looked downgraded. But no need to defend that. I think it's a great game. I gave it a review score of 9.5. That review is still up on the channel. You guys can check it out if you want. So up for Game of the Year, they have Deathloop, they have It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, and Resident Evil Village. That to me, I have to be honest, I think it's an okay list, right? But I haven't played Deathloop, I haven't played Metroid Dread, and I haven't played Resident Evil Village, so I can't really speak on those games. But from what I understand from the average gamer that's played some of these games, they aren't all that or Game of the Year contenders. When you think of something this Game of the Year, you think this critical acclaim, that everybody pretty much likes it, and then it's something that everybody kind of can understand why it's up there. Now, for me personally, you know, I've never been a huge Metroid fan, but I understand it. Psychonauts 2, this might get me a little bit of hate, especially given my new turn Leaf, but I liked Psychonauts 2. I thought it was a good game. I don't think it's a Game of the Year game. For me, I couldn't finish it. It seemed a little bit to drag on a bit much, but I can understand why it's up there. Fine. Ratchet & Clank, same reason. I think it's a good game. It Takes Two, I played that. I liked it. I don't know if that's the game that I think of when I say, hey, there's Game of the Year. I mean, like I said, I think some of these are really good games. I don't think I buy into them being up for Game of the Year. And then, you know, I think this year was more affected by the pandemic than last year, which most people were locked down and things like that. But it's because people were locked down last year means that we got less games. Think about it. We were supposed to get a Horizon Forbidden West, which maybe would have been a shoe-in to win this year. Or we would have gotten, you know, a God of War 2. I don't know if we would have got a God of War Ragnarok because the actor was hurt. But if everything would have went on schedule, that could have possibly come out this year. I just think that this is a little bit weaker year than what we normally would have got, because we normally would have got multiple games in the 90 plus rated category, and it looks like we realistically just get the one or none. I'm not sure any of these games are rated 90 plus, to be honest with you, which, you know, they're 80s rated, and that's a shame. That just goes to show you why possibly Forza Horizon 5 should be in the top category instead of just the 3 categories that it made in. And I also will throw a bone to people that are Returnal fans. Like, that game came out early in the year, so that's probably why the game didn't get as much recognition later on. And plus, there's a cutoff date, I believe, of the 19th of this month. So again, I understand the frustration with people that are going on with this. I think that Forza Horizon 5 and probably Returnal could be swapped in there for any two of these. Like, if I were to personally say swap two, I would say I would maybe swap Forza Horizon 5 with Psychonauts 2, and I would swap Returnal with maybe Deathloop. And that people might think, well, whatever. That's just opinion. I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to say you could probably do that and people wouldn't be that upset. I know, there's going to be this group of people that don't like Xbox, and they're going to say something and think something along the lines of, well, Xbox maybe doesn't deserve it. Listen, what Xbox deserves or doesn't deserve, that's not really up for me to say. I feel like they're righting some of their wrongs, and that's a great thing. I'm happy with the wrongs that they're righting, and I'm happy with the things that they're talking about in terms of trying to fix and make right for the fans. And for me personally, I think that's a great thing to do. Listening to the fans. Listen, they said they were done with backwards compatibility, right? I know I'm hard on Xbox, just like I was hard on PlayStation. People don't understand this, right? So I was hard on Xbox, and believe it or not, they said they were done making backwards compatible games, but people kept asking for them, in particular like the Max Payne series and stuff like that. So they did it. I'm sure that the licenses and stuff cost them a good amount of money. They did that strictly for the fans. That's a very fan-centric move to do, right? Regardless of where you stand, companies doing stuff like that for their fans is a great thing. So I don't understand why people are kind of upset about that. Now, when it comes to Sony, they do great things for fans too. I think that's really cool. So for me, I like to have fun with the whole backwards compatibility, I'll comparison stuff, and I like to do that, and it is fun to kind of push buttons sometimes. But at the end of the day, I'm just a gamer, and I'm starting to have fun again with the games. I don't want it to be, I don't want it to be such a situation where people think that I absolutely hate something when I don't, because I play a lot of Xbox, I play a lot of PlayStation. It's probably, 60-40 right now, and it really kind of just depends on the game and what's out. And so for, Forza Horizon 5 to be out, that's cool. This is the first time I've played any Max Payne 3. They made that backwards compatible. That's awesome. And you know what? I think that's just, people are just going to have to understand that that's my opinion on this. Now, Forza Horizon 5, is it perfect? No, but it is the highest rated game this year. How do you not have that in there? Regardless of how you feel about Microsoft or racing games, I really just honestly feel like it's a shame that it's not in there. How do you not have the best rated game in there? Like, just put it in there. Get things done. I think that honestly, people just would kind of get over it if you just put it in there. Change things up, shake things up in the gaming world, right? Like, why not shake things up in the gaming world? I think that would be something that would be kind of funny, and I think that would be something that people would maybe possibly enjoy. And I hope that you guys understand where I'm coming from. I hope that this is something that really kind of you guys understand and maybe agree with me. I think Returnal probably belongs there too. I think certainly the best reviewed game of the year belongs there. Let me know what you think, though. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, crap gamer 'em up. Crap gamer out.